Good evening. This is D Mace's The Rant, and I am D Mace, your ranter, and this is the Rant Nation. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So tonight, guys, I just wanted to jump on here real quick, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a show that came out. Not really a show; it's like a mini series, if you will. They only did one season. It's called Washington Black, and it's on Hulu. I watched it via my Disney Plus subscription. And so it's been on there for a little while now. I believe it came out last year. I did watch a little bit of it in the beginning, and then I kind of like just left it alone. And then maybe about a couple of days ago, I said, man, let me check this out and see what this is all about. And so I actually checked it out, and man, to my surprise, this was a really, really good mini series, man. So it's called Washington Black. When you have an opportunity, check it out. It premieres on Hulu and also on Disney Plus if you have that subscription. It stars Ernest Kingsley and also the other version of him, or playing the younger version of him, Eddie Caranja. And so basically what this is about, and I'll tell you the other people that are in this as well. So basically what this is about a young man whose mother is from the Dahomey tribe. And so we know the Dahomey tribe, remember Woman King? The Dahomey tribe, she's from the Dahomey tribe. And so what happens is she gets pregnant with this little boy, or this boy. And so she ends up getting sold into slavery, because this is around about the 1800s, around about that time. And so she gets sold into slavery. And so as she's pregnant, she goes over to London, and she gives birth to Washington Black. And so she never tells him that she is his mother. Let me get my words together. She never tells him that she is his mother. And so he doesn't know that. He doesn't find it out until years later. Anyway, it's really good. Basically, he's a very smart kid, and he has a desire to be a scientist. He's into science. He's into making things happen and things like that, engineering and all that kind of stuff. And so he's very smart, very astute. And so early on, they are in a plantation. And so in this plantation, it's him, his mother, and then there's another guy that's there too. And so, but one of the masters, if you will, of that house is three brothers. And so one of the masters, who actually played by Tom Ellis, and Tom Ellis, he's really good. He plays a character called Titch. And so he actually takes a liking to Washington Black, because Washington Black's very smart, and this particular character Titch at that time is an abolitionist, so he doesn't believe in slavery, unlike his other two brothers do, and so they're constantly bumping heads with regards to how they're treating the slaves. Anyway, he takes Washington Black on this journey, and he's a scientist himself, so they build this big flying machine, some kind of blimp, if you will, at that particular time. And so they fly all the way across the world, and they go into the Caribbean, they go into the over into the Arctic and all kind of stuff. So they're going on these little adventures. So all these different little adventures, and it's actually very entertaining, very good. And so he begins to do that. He takes him with him, and so now Washington Black is getting more and more and more learning of science, and he's learning more because now he is the apprentice of Titch. But what ends up happening is, and y'all know me, I spoil everything. What ends up happening is that him and Titch end up going to the Arctic, where Titch's father is. Titch's father disappeared. His brothers and everybody thought he was dead. They go to the Arctic because Titch finds out somehow he's in the Arctic, and they find his father alive there with a little village of people in the Arctic. And so, but what happens is Titch has some kind of crisis, and he leaves Washington. They call him Wash, and he leaves Wash. And so Wash is like devastated by this. But anyway, Wash ends up coming back to civilization, if you will, on his own. But just seeing that whole journey of this young man, and it keeps going back. So you got to stay with it, because it goes back to his past, and then it goes back to the future. It goes back to his past as him as a little boy, and then also to his future. So there's some callbacks to those different things. Really good show. Check it out. I'm not doing it justice right now. It's full of adventure, full of little intrigue there, a lot of different things going on, but it's really, really good, very entertaining. Great cast that are there that are doing this. So basically, it is Ernest Kingsley, it is Eddie Caranja, Shawnette Denny or Penny. I don't know how I wrote that, but she's a pretty good actress, and she plays his mother. From the Dahomey tribe. Of course, Tom Ellis, who played Titch, and then Sterling K. Brown is in this as well. And so these are all people who have been helping him also, because what happens is one of Titch's brothers, shoots himself, but he shoots himself in the presence of Washington. And so because it was what it was at that time, he would immediately take the blame, even as a kid. So now people are trying to hide him and trying to get him away from the masters and the white men and the catchers and all that kind of stuff. They're trying to help him out, and so he doesn't get blamed for this because he didn't do it. But at that time they didn't care. But so it was really, really good. It's a really, really good show. I mean, I recommend it. I check it out. It's on Hulu again. If you have Disney Plus, it is on that subscription as well. But it's called Washington Black. A little adventure there. Really good, really good. I rather enjoyed it. So anyway, guys, D Mace is your rant, and this is the Rant Nation. Do me a favor, hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are getting ready to enter into a new year, man. Are you ready? Have a good one.